Hello and happy Wednesday. We're so excited to be kicking off your evening. I'm Hannah Baker.
Yeah, and I'm William Traylor, and you're watching NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Well, we've got a packed show for you today, starting off with some hurricane updates and some ways for you to help.
Yeah, and later we're going to have a recap of the vice presidential debate and some information on how you can vote if you're in Mississippi and if you're from out of state.
Well, it was a beautiful day here in Oxford, and I'm hoping this weather continues throughout this week.
Oh, I hope it will too. I saw the sun for the first time today after a weekend full of rain, and
exactly.
It was a little bit chilly. It was perfect. So we're going to go check in with our weather anchor, Azalea, for our current conditions.
I'm Alexi Intercheck. Well, welcome back to Storm Watch. And right now we're taking a look at our current conditions. Currently it's 79 degrees. It feels like 66. Humidity is at a 42% and winds are around 7 miles per hour. Well, that's all I have for your current conditions. Make sure to stay tuned for more weather updates, and back to y'all at the desk.
Thank you, Alexia. Speaking of current weather, yesterday marked the start of the donation drive at the studio in St. Peter's Church for Western North Carolina. Oxford community loading supplies into trucks to be taken to North Carolina. The first load leaves tomorrow morning.
And today is the last day to donate items in need. The salon will be accepting items until 6 p.m. Items include water, paper towels, non-perishable foods, and so much more. You can see a full list of items on your screen.
Our hearts go out to everyone affected by Hurricane Helene. In other news, the Oxford High School principal is joining the Mississippi Principal Advisory Council. Dana Bullard, principal at OHS, was selected to serve on the council for the 2024 through 25 school year. The MPAC was formed in 2021 and includes 42 principals representing schools in urban and rural settings. The council was to empower principals to discuss topics critical to school success and share suggestions. Congratulations to Oxford's very own Dana Bullard. We can't wait to see what you accomplish.
Well, are you planning on traveling down Highway 6 west of Oxford? Get ready for some lane closures. Highway 6 west at County Road 105 will have its right lane closed for about 8 days as a de-acceleration lane is constructed. This will allow drivers to slow down and turn without disrupting the flow of traffic.
In other traffic news, the Jackson Avenue Center West entrance will be closed October 5th to the 6th. Jackson Avenue Center decided to temporarily close due to the nature of the work involving heavy steel demolition taking over the west entrance and exit. Barricades will be placed at the west entrance and signs will direct traffic to use the east entrance.
Well, we have lots of dining options here on campus, but my personal favorite is Cane's. But they're all in different locations all over campus.
That's right. Some I love it, but some don't. There are most certainly options. Well, NewsWatch reporter Caitlin Salas spent some time exploring these options and how students feel about them.
Food around campus is a big deal when going into college. It even can make or break some students' college of choice. A statistic stated by Inside Higher Ed shows that the spring Student Voice Survey had some college students see room for improvement for on-campus food choices, although some other statistics show how students are happy with their on-campus food options.
What are your thoughts of the food here on campus?
I think the food here is really good, but I'd have to say there's too many options and I'm a little scared of getting the freshman 15, if I'm being completely honest.
With many people's meal alternatives, there is no doubt that we currently have different food options to fit every student's needs. From vegan to vegetarian, breakfast to dinner, food truck to sit-down eats, we have different places to eat at. Specifically, all of our fine dining here on campus are Magnolia Coffee Company, Sweet Magnolia Gelato, Hot Box Hibachi, The Loaded Tea Truck, Shadrack's, The Farm Stand, G&G Fry Co., Everbowl, Einstein Bros Bagels, Comet Fish, Starbucks, Steak and Shake, all of the pods around campus, Raising Cane's, Jimmy John's, Yum Yum Thai, all of the food in the Union, including Blends Bowls, Panda Express, Qdoba, and Chick-fil-A. And we also have the dining hall with many options at Rebel Market.
I think there's so many great options here on campus. I think it's one thing that's really cool about it is there's all different kinds, whether it's ranging from food trucks to cafeteria to restaurants to even the pod, all types of different things, and kind of appeals to all the different students.
To view all of Ole Miss's different food options on campus, you can access the Grubhub app through logging in with your My Ole Miss account to verify you're a student. Once logged in, you can access all the food options and even change your delivery location. You can also access if Starship can deliver to you and even see how long it will take to order your food or pick it up.
So what do you think? Do we have good options, some things we could change up, or would you recommend the fine dining establishments here on the Ole Miss campus to everyone? I'm Caitlin Salas, and you're watching NewsWatch Ole Miss.
My favorite place to eat on campus is Everbowl. I don't know if you've ever had it, but it's the best acai place you can get in Oxford.
Never, no,
it's
I haven't.
so
But I'm gonna have to try it.
good.
I'm gonna have to try it.
I love it. Like, I literally will eat it for lunch and dinner. Like,
Well, I don't know why. I just have to keep going to the market every time. There's just so many things over there.
Exactly.
Anyway, are you familiar with Sage Explorer? Well, whether you are or not, a session hosted by the data analytics company will be held at the Ole Miss campus on Monday, October 22nd in Library Room 106D. Sage says they are a platform that provides trustworthy, in-depth research data for disciplines across social sciences and beyond to students and faculty.
well, in other news, the Academy of Student Pharmacists will hold Operation Immunization for flu shots on campus. Upcoming dates include October 8th, 22nd, and 24th at various locations.
Please bring your Ole Miss ID and prescription insurance. If you don't have the insurance, the flu shot will cost. Don't miss your chance to stay healthy this flu season.
For all of the TikTok users at home, get a kick out of this. A special influencer who graduated from Ole Miss is making her way back to Oxford.
International influencer Pookie will be in Oxford later this month. Campbell Puckett went viral for posting lifestyle videos on TikTok with her husband, Jet.
She is globally known as Pookie from her TikTok videos, which is what her husband calls her. Pookie graduated from Ole Miss and is now having a seminar at the Pavilion on October 24th. The couple will speak on building brands with women in business and empowering talks.
Doors open at 5 p.m. and the event will start at 6 p.m. until 7:30. Tickets are $15 for general admission on eventbrite.com.
You definitely do not want to miss this. I know me and my roommates were talking about getting tickets.
Well,
so
you better get it quick, I guess.
Exactly. Well, coming up, we have NewsWatch reporter Cassidy Rickley in the studio for all of your national news updates.
Stay tuned for a recap on last night's vice presidential debate as well.
Plus, see why the New York governor had to attend a court hearing this morning.
NewsWatch Ole Miss will be back after this break.
Gonna be a hot one out there for move-in weekend, Ole Miss. Good luck this year, Rep.
You did it. You're home. I can't wait for you to discover the true meaning of hotty toddy. It's a cheer that connects us all to the red and blue. It's the moment that begins when you step on campus and continues long after you turn your tassel. I can't wait for you to discover your legacy and make the world a better place. Are you ready?
Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Let's hand it over to NewsWatch reporter Cassidy Wrigley for the for the Watch.
As wars continue to rage on in the Middle East, precautions are becoming more prevalent at home. As today marks the start of Rosh Hashanah, a Jewish holiday, police have increased their presence in the Jewish communities around New York City. This increase comes as the one-year anniversary as the Hamas terrorist attacks in the recent attacks in Israel yesterday. Although police have seen no threats, their biggest concern is the lone wolf attacks. In more news, coming out of New York, Eric Adams, New York City's mayor, was recently indicted. Adams was recently indicted on federal bribery charges. These allegations span nearly over a decade, dating back before he became New York's mayor. Earlier today, Adams made an appearance in federal court for the pre-trial hearing. Although an official date has not been set yet for his court hearing, prosecutors are already making moves and indict him on additional charges. As we almost head into the deadline for Mississippi voter registration, both campaigns are showing up in more cities across states to garner more support. Earlier today, Democratic Governor Tim Walz arrived in Middletown, Pennsylvania. Here he was greeted by supporters and elected officials. This pit stop on Harris Walz's campaign trail comes as Pennsylvania is a major swing state with potential to sway this year's presidential election. Although the parties have different agendas, both have been seen on the campaign trail. After Tim Walz and J.D. Vance have fiercely vice president debate last night, Vance was seen today back on the campaign trail in Auburn Hills, Michigan. Here, he spoke to the crowd about his policies, more specifically jobs and manufacturing, and recounted some of the highlights from his debate. Speaking of the debate, last night, Democrat Tim Walz and Republican J.D. Vance faced off in their first only vice presidential debate. Although presidential candidates chose their vice presidents, last night was monumentous and filled with many unanswered questions answered by the candidates. Vance started off the debate very strong with his position on the southern border crisis. Walz continued by mentioning his position on the housing crisis. Many viewers watched expecting a bloody boxing match. However, both candidates did an exceptional job with being respectful and cordial while holding strong to their positions. Here's a clip from last night where both candidates showcased that.
Those that were closest to Donald Trump that understand how dangerous he is when the world is this dangerous.
For people to fear the United States, you needed peace through strength. They needed to recognize that if they got out of line, the United States global leadership would put stability and peace back in the world.
As we have recently focused on the debate and the upcoming election, U.S. officials and departments are focusing more on voters. The Department of Homeland Security, new reporters warned the U.S. voters about possible environmental threats for the election. This report comes after the rise of political tension in the U.S. regarding presidential candidates and the role in the conflicts in the Middle East. This report serves to warn voters and for all of you to be careful on Election Day. Well, that's all I have for you at The Watch. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Cassidy. Speaking of the presidential election, is approaching fast, and it's important to get out and vote. And to do that, you need to register.
Registration is simple and can either be done in person at your local circuit clerk's office or through the mail by downloading a voter registration form and mailing it in.
Mississippi residents must be registered to vote 30 days before an election, so the deadline is coming up on October 7th.
To register to vote in Mississippi, you must be at least 18 years of age, not declared mentally incompetent by a court, and not be convicted of a felony in the state of Mississippi.
Voting can be done early, both in person and through an absentee ballot. For more information, like what will be on the ballot or where your polling location will be, please visit vote.org. Well, Alexia, we've had some great weather today, as Will and I were talking about earlier. Could you tell us a little bit about tonight's conditions?
Yes, I can, Hannah. Well, tonight is going to be a little bit chillier. It's going to be around 56 degrees with low winds and no chance of rain. And I'll have a little bit more coming up on the weather after the break. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back.
We're here when you're ready.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Disaster tips from the objects left behind.
My home wasn't insured, but you can check your insurance policy now to make sure you're covered. Oh.
My savings are lost, but you can put money aside and plan for unexpected disaster costs.
We're lost forever, but you can scan important documents now so they survive.
For more tips on how to prepare, visit ready.gov.
Two flashlights.
So challenge. Feel like you get taller every time I see you. Congratulations, Brandon.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Alexi Anderchek, and welcome back to Storm Watch. Right now, as I mentioned earlier in the show, our current conditions are at 79 degrees. Feels like 66, and humidity's at a 42% with winds around 7 miles per hour. And if you take a look at our map, up here in South Haven, it's about 78 degrees. Oxford at 79, Tupelo 81, and Corinth at 91, with Holly Springs right in the middle at 76. So it's very warm today. Great weather outside. And taking a look at tonight's forecast, it's going to be 56 with clear skies and low winds about 5 miles per hour. And going into tomorrow, it's going to be 84 degrees, nice and sunny with low winds, and again, clear and sunny. And we have no rain coming our way here in Mississippi, which is really great. Other parts of the country can't say the same right now. So as you take a look at our... Okay, and if we take a look at our map for tomorrow, South Haven is 82, Holly Springs 89, Oxford 84, Corinth 89, and Tupelo at 87. And taking a look at our 5-day forecast here, we have Thursday at 84, Friday at 85, Saturday 84 again, Sunday 85, and Monday at 77. So those temperatures are staying high throughout the week.
I'm so excited for no more rain. I don't know how y'all feel.
I hate the rain.
Agreed.
Yes, I'm so excited for some good weather.
Exactly, especially for sports.
Good weather means good sports, guys. Coming up, season tickets for softball are now on sale, and women's cross country is officially ranked. Check back in after the break to hear more.
Hey, Mississippi.
Hey, Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi.
Because picking up litter costs us time
and money.
MDOT spends $3.2 million a year picking up litter.
That's money that could be used to maintain roads and bridges,
patch potholes,
and focus on improving Mississippi's infrastructure.
Please help us help you.
We can't do it without you.
Don't trash Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Hi. Can I get the now bar, please?
No problem. $1.
Have a good one.
Got it.
Hi, can I get a now bar, please?
$1.
Thanks. Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, let me get a now bar.
Sure.
$1.
Appreciate you.
You got it.
How's it going? Can I get a now bar?
Hey, stop right there! Get down on the ground out of your fire rank, get down! Come on,
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool. To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Haley Hood with Sports Watch. Kicking things off in sports, Ole Miss women's cross country moved up to number 22 in U.S. track and field cross country coaches association poll released on Tuesday. This is the 49th overall appearance for the Rebel women in the national polls, who are coming off a third-place team finish at Missouri Gants Creek Classic last Friday. Ole Miss also took down number 6 Florida and number 13 Lipscomb in the team standing. It only finished behind 2 top teams. Leading this charge was Ole Miss senior Laurel Wynn, who finished 4th overall at her 5th career 6K, below the 20-minute mark at 19 minutes and 56 seconds, the most of any Rebel woman in recorded history. And there is an Olympian that is a new student here at Ole Miss. Audrey Gogniat has traveled almost 5,000 miles from Switzerland to compete for Ole Miss's rifle team, led by head coach Rachel Martin. She made the journey to Oxford just before classes began, having never visited, and was ready to call this small college town home for the next 4 years. Gogniat represented Switzerland in the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris, where she earned her bronze medal in the 10-meter air rifle competition. She has been forced to make a quick turnaround from Switzerland to Oxford, but is ready to have a successful first year as a Rebel. And construction on the upgraded Ole Miss softball complex is coming to an end, and season tickets to see the Ole Miss softball team in action for the 2025 season are now available. Season ticket pricing will start at $100, and fans interested in purchasing season tickets can also enter a raffle to win a VIP experience of touring the facility, an on-field photo, a signed softball, and even more. The Rebs are set to begin fall ball action in October, and the complete 2025 regular season schedule will be announced coming very soon. And Rebel fans, there are several good updates on the status of former Rebel NFL players. In week 3 of Sunday football, 19 former Rebs saw action. Receiver DK Metcalf continued his dominant stretch, recording 7 catches for 104 yards on Monday Night Football against the Lions. Metcalf ranks number 3 in the league in receiving yards this season. And safety Dejon Anthony made a clutch play in the Bengals' 34-24 win over the Panthers, breaking up a pass intended for tight end Felipe Franks on a fake punt. The Seahawks continue their season on Sunday when they host the New York Giants. And that's all I've got for sports. Be sure to follow us on X Rebel_Watch for the latest sports updates. Back to you guys at the desk.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Well, some exciting news in the entertainment industry.
Man, that's right. Millie Bobby Brown just released her wedding photos from her wedding in Italy.
I just can't believe that. I've been waiting. The couple got back together in 22 and formally tied the knot with Jake back in May 2024 after announcing their engagement in April of 2023.
Wow. The lavish wedding was in the rolling Tucson Hills, and Millie had numerous dress changings into at least 3 gowns.
Well, we'll see you right after the break to tell.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter, a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors, my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard. We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
If words were enough, I would help you bear your burden. I would watch each child of yours grow strong and true. Teach them to read and to write and to sing, so that their voices be forgotten nevermore. If words were enough, I would sate your hunger, and you would know you are my sister, my brother, my child. If words were enough.
The funny thing about Hannah is she never crawled. She skipped it entirely. And went straight to walking and running. She was such an eager little girl. Guess she was always looking for the next amazing thing. I know that Hannah loved every one of you.
We are Ole Miss Rebels. As Mississippi's flagship university, we dig deeper, see farther, work harder. We pioneered human organ transplants. We helped prove Einstein's theory of gravitational waves. We are distinguished as a Carnegie R1 top 2.5% research institution. We are Ole Miss, transforming lives and the world.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Well, some exciting news that William and I just gave you a little brief on, but about the entertainment industry.
That's right. Millie Bobby Brown just released her wedding photos from her wedding in Italy.
The couple got together back in 2022 and formally tied the knot with Jake back in 2024 after announcing their engagement in 2023.
That's right. The lavish wedding was in the rolling Tucson Hills, and Millie had numerous dresses, changing into at least 3 gowns.
I mean, could you imagine 3 dress changes? I mean, I kind of want 3 dress changes.
That's iconic.
I feel like it's iconic. I feel like that's like the bare minimum.
I'm feeling inspired.
I think that's
right?
everyone's dream come true. I mean, I personally am going to have as many dress changes as possible when I get married.
Yeah, how many suit changes are you going to have, William?
If I'm in Italy, I'm especially going to have at least 3.
You need at least
3, William. At least 3. Well, bringing it back local, this week, Ole Miss football will not be playing at home game in Oxford, sadly.
Students chose to spend their weekends in a variety of ways. Let's take a look at what reporter Rosie Matlock has to say about what these students are doing.
Hi, this is Rosie Matlock, and today we're on campus asking people what they're doing this weekend since Ole Miss is away. What are you doing this weekend with there being an away game?
I think I'm just going to go shop in the square and kind of like see more of Oxford.
I'm actually going home this weekend. Where are you from?
Mississippi, like 4 hours south of here.
Sounds like a good plan.
I'm gonna go to Buffalo Wild Wings with the boys and watch some NFL football.
You're not rooting for Ole Miss this week?
I mean, I am, but we're gonna lock in. We're gonna get the dub. So
go home, see friends, and watch the game.
Sounds like a great plan.
I'm going home and spending time with family.
That's awesome. Where are you from?
Ashland, Mississippi.
Oh, so it's not too far. Perfect.
Well, I'm going home with friends and family, and then Saturday is actually my birthday. And so my family and I, we're going to Birmingham.
That's
to
awesome.
Spend the weekend. You know, we're probably going to go to like some breakout rooms, arcades, just a whole bunch of stuff, and then come back Sunday and start it all over again.
That sounds like an awesome plan. Everybody wish him a happy birthday.
Well, guys, personally, I'm excited for this weekend. I'm going to Florida.
That is going to be so
Jealous.
fun.
I'll be going to my bed.
Same.
Work in bed, yeah, that's about the life right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way it is. Well, that's all we have tonight. Tune in tomorrow. I'm William Traylor.
And I'm Hannah Baker with your latest news.
And I'm Haley Hood with a Sports Watch.
And with Stormwatch, I'm Alexia Anderchek.
Be sure to keep up with us on our social media tomorrow at 5. NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live.